Hey, welcome back to another video, boys and girls. So if you've been following on my social pages, you've probably seen that we've been doing some hog fishing. Now today I'm going to be talking about two techniques or rigs that we've been using, and they've been very successful near shore and offshore. So let's jump in. We'll take a little bit closer look, talk about these two techniques that I think if you implement will really help you catch that rewarding hogfish on hook and line. So the very first rig that we're going to discuss is what they call a knocker rig. Now this isn't a new rig by any means, but there are a few things that you want to do to really make sure that you're using it most productively, especially for hogfish. And when I say that, I think the most important change that you do with these knocker rigs for hogfish is to add these beads. Now, I got these beads offline on Amazon. I'll leave the link down in the description. No, this is not a plug. Why I prefer these beads over regular beads is they're all soft plastics. So they're not going to make any clanking noises. They only have one purpose, and I'm going to tell you what that is here. So if you notice on this particular rig, I have a small bead, and this bead actually goes up and prevents the weight itself from passing the knot. And then you have your sinker that slides up and down your line. So the idea is for this rig to go all the way to the bottom, and then you give it a little bit of line, and then however much line that you give it will dictate how much it comes up off the bottom, especially with like live greenbacks. Now for hogfish and shrimp, the idea is to keep it very close to the bottom, so you'd want to hold a pretty tight line on that. But anyway, so you have 1 ounce lead. 1 to 2 ounces is what you're usually going to use depending on obviously your depth of water and how fast the current's flowing. Then I have 2 or 3 soft beads. Now the purpose, like I was discussing just a moment ago in those beads, is to help separate a little bit of distance from the weight and the hook so you have a cleaner hookup. If that weight's right on the hook, oftentimes you'll see that this will mess up. So the hook, if you don't have that, it'll come up like this a lot of times, and you'll miss a lot of your strikes or your bites. And we want to be as efficient as possible, and we don't want to be spooking hogfish. So I have a 20-pound leader, and this is soft steel. I have a soft bead right here, a 1 ounce lead, and then I have 2 small soft beads below that, and this runs off to a 3/0 Gamakatsu circle hook. Now keep in mind, guys, if you're fishing for reef fish, you're required by law to use a circle hook. And this is just something they implemented a few years ago. This helps prevent the mortality or the increased mortality of those fish, and ultimately allows the smaller fish to swim back and thrive so you can catch them again in the near future. So it is very crucial though, especially in clear water, that you use this lighter leader, 15 to 20 pound. 20 pound is ideal, but this is an excellent setup. Again, this isn't anything that I'm plugging or anything, guys. I got these off Amazon. What's really cool about them is that you have a bunch of different colors, a multitude of sizes, and you can use these for an array of different type of rigs. I don't usually want a whole lot of beads on my gear, but when targeting hogfish, I've found so far, and I'm not an expert by any means, but for what's worked for us, and we've been split testing a lot, this has been a very effective technique. Matter of fact, you can take a look at some of these right here. Here's a couple clips catching some hogfish. Let's go. All right, guys, we're out here offshore. First offshore trip in the Avenger. They ain't gonna be able to hear you. Oh, deal. Oh, deal. That's a hog, Chris. Yeah, that's a hog, dude. If this is not a hogfish, I'll slap you. Trust me, it's a hog. If that's not a hogfish, Chris, I will slap the snot at you. Oh, yeah, that's old. Guys, the first hog on the Avenger. That's awesome, bro. And it's a keeper. Look at this. What do you mean? That's the first fish of the day. Look at that. That is the first fish of the day. Oh, look, he changed colors. He changed pink. That's epic. Dude! This is one. That or a red grouper.
Yep, told you. Told you. Let me get a picture of it. Oh wow, what a freaking beautiful fish, dude. Ready?
Now the gear, it's very simple, guys. I have an Akuma Salinas or Akuma Cedros 4000 size reel, 15-pound Power Pro for that sensitivity. I want to be able to feel everything. And then a medium to medium heavy SRT, 7 foot, 6 inch is going to do the job just fine. You don't need a lot of heavy gear, but what happens is you'll have a lot of byproduct or bycatch out there. So when you're fishing for hogfish, expect to catch grouper, mangrove snapper, triggerfish, grunts. I mean, you really, you name it, if it's offshore, you could potentially catch it. So giving yourself a little bit more drag with this Salina is a good idea. And then just the sensitivity of this SRT, this has been my go-to setup on the last few trips. Now I do want to discuss another technique or another rig that you can use that's highly effective that Chris actually has been using more than I have offshore. And if you notice in some of those videos, like here's a clip right here of, let's see what he's got.
Hog, get the net, get the net, get the net.
Shit. Where is it?
Right up there, right up there. Nice hogfish. I thought it was a gag. I told you they feel weird. Yeah, he's bigger than mine. I'm like, man, this fighting all weird. Oh, get him in the boat. Monster. Show that camera. Look at that, guys. That's dinner right there. That is exactly what we came for, and that is super exciting. Now you know what I'm talking about. It was a weird fight. They're so flat. This is my first hogfish, guys. That's your first one? Yeah. Oh, you're spoiled.
Here's what I'm talking about. So this is a 20-pound line tied from uni to uni, so Power Pro to the 20-pound fluorocarbon. But then what we have is what they call a hog ball. Now, I'm going to be making some of the custom hog balls soon, so if you're interested in purchasing these, you could check out saltyscales.com in the next few weeks, and these will be available. And they'll definitely be available by Christmas time. But these little hog balls, guys, they have a circle hook. They're very strong. They go on the sea floor like this, and essentially your shrimp's right here. And this is why it's so perfect for them hogfish. If you're not familiar, hogfish, by the way, guys, they're not a snapper, they're a wrasse. And they use that long snout to dig for shrimp, crustaceans, and other crabs and things. And that's why it's important to have that shrimp or crustacean very close to the sea floor. You won't find them a lot of times up in the mid-column like you will mangrove snapper. But this is a very good and effective way to keep your bait very close to the bottom. And these are 2 to 3/0 circles. You're going to test anywhere from ½ ounce all the way up to 2 ounce, depending on, again, your depth and current. We've been finding them in that 45 to 50 foot range, right on ledges, and it's been highly effective. So this is the other technique, very cool. Again, check out one of these, check out a few of these shots of us fishing offshore. And again, this is the first time out in the Avenger, guys. We took the boat a good 10 to 15 miles offshore, and she handled it real well. We felt very comfortable, and we're looking forward to really diversifying the content, both inshore, nearshore, and offshore. So stay tuned, and you're gonna see a lot of that. But check out these hog balls. Again, saltyscales.com soon, and I hope you guys enjoy some of this content.
Throw live shrimp here. Dude, whatever it is, the bite is so subtle, it's almost like a sheephead. Chris is on. What do you got?
Mango.
Big mango? Oh, that's a good one. Get him in there. Nice. Alright, hooked up again. See color. It's a gaggy. Chris is hooked up. It's a sandwich right there. Oh, another gaggy, huh?
Same size as yours.
Yes, sorry.
Wow, I was going for that.
No, you were not. You didn't say anything about it.
I was. I thought, look at that.
Chris always got something. He lying. Watch me knock a monster off with this.
All technique.
You're right. No, it's not a big. It is all technique, Chris. Look at that. On Chris's rod, guys. Oh, he's got a greenback in his mouth. Yep, there it is. Chris's technique, he said. It's all technique. Oh! There he is on the fall. On the fall, guys. A lizard, a grunt, and a gag. I can't make this stuff up. That's a mackerel. Oh, man. All right, guys, I was reeling it up from the deep abyss. And look who came to see me. Good mackerel. Oh! He just threw my weight back at my face. Where did my weight go?
Kind of like something hit the ground. Kind of like something hit the powder and then the ground.
Well, that was weird. That was a weird series of events there. Oh, yeah. See, I lose my... He shook and took my hook, guys. Let him go, let him go. Oh, you're getting a bite, Chris. He's on. He's on, Chris. Dang it. Is that shrimp?
Yeah, a little cut.
It might be a hoggy. Oh, it is a hog. Oh, shit.
Oh, dude, they are so strong.
Move over. Watch out, watch out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's dinner right there.
That's
Dude,
a beautiful. Look how red that one is. Nice. We're gonna mark this spot. This ain't.